it's Cindy here from Hooked on Crafts, and I just wanted to pop in and share a few things that I have been working on with you. It's not a ton. I've been in kind of a slump, but I do have some crochet things. I have a lot of 3D printed things. So if you love my 3D printed things, hang tight because I got quite a few things to show you there. So I finally got myself some mystical yarn, some of the Bernat Mystical, and I had not had any of this prior, so I wanted to try it. Everybody raves about it, and I do like it. I think it makes very cute little loaf cats. So I made a couple of those. Loaf cats are always something that sell really well for me. Here's another one, and also a little black kitty. So there's some loaf cats. Oh, one more little orange tabby. So there's that. And then I wanted to try a few new things. So I made a little capybara. And he's tiny. I really like him. I wish he was a little bit bigger because I don't think I could sell him for very much. Excuse the fuzz on him. But I do like him. So I don't know. This was a free pattern on Instagram. I'm not sure from who. Another free pattern from Instagram was a little chunky mon. Now I have made the Snorlax before. He's not called Snorlax in the chunky mon. I forget what he's called. But I wanted to try the Pikachu one. And I had bought some of the great big sweet snuggles for some ducks, and I'm like, what else could I make with that? And I wanted to try Pikachu, and I think he turned out really cute. He's a really good size, and I know his tail is really supposed to be brown, but hey, I didn't have brown, I had black, so I did black, and I really love him. I'm gonna try maybe the Snorlax in that also, just because I like the bigger ones. And I had been looking for some new patterns and something different that not everybody's making. And so I bought this pattern. I will put who it's by across the screen here because I forgot. So yeah, I think these guys are really cute. I'm a plant lover. So she also has a pattern for a great big one, but I may try to see if I can just freehand it because I don't really see the need to buy so many patterns. Sometimes I can just come up with it myself. Sometimes I can't, and I have to buy the pattern. Okay, hold on one moment. So I had bought the All from Jade Swinging Buddies pattern a while back, and I just had never made any of them. So I decided to give them a go. I made the little turtle. This turtle was a pain. I mean, he looks really cute now that he's on the swing, but I did not enjoy making him. It's really, I had a hard time getting his shell and his belly and everything. So I don't think I'll make very many of those. And then I did, of course, the frogs. And I did 2 of the axolotls. And then I also did a couple of the mallard ducks. And that's as far as I got with the swing buddies. There are a lot of them, and I'll get to them eventually, but I just was starting small. Now, I did buy a couple patterns, and I don't know if you guys watch Stacy Makes, but she's been making a duck pattern that I thought was really cute. And this is what I bought the big yarn for that I made the Pikachu out of, because this is really a keychain pattern, but she makes it with the great big sweet snuggles. And I was trying to figure out what my tension or what size hook I should use for this. And really this one, he looks okay, and I will try to sell him. I gave him really pretty eyes. But I think, to me, this is just a little bit loose. So I went down a hook size, and I really like the way this one turned out much better. Again, I gave him some pretty eyes. Sorry, he's got fuzzies on him. Fuzzies everywhere. But yeah, I gave him some pretty eyes. And of course, I wanted to see what he would look like in the Just Chanel from the Dollar Tree, because I've got a lot of this. And here's what he looks like in that. And I think I will make a few of these for my $5 bins, maybe for the kiddos that, I thought the people that have Jeeps would like these when they duck people, maybe, because they're small. Now, I had made a few of these before, but it was a different pattern that I found on Instagram. So I made a couple of those. And then I also, like many others, I purchased Crochet Jenna's No Sew Mini Amigurumi because I wanted to, one, support her. And I also just wanted to try a few of her patterns because I had never bought any of her patterns. And so I picked out a few that I liked. And the first one, and this is the first one I tried, and it was the little fox. So this one is made out of Sweet Snuggles Light from Michaels, and this one is made out of the Mystical yarn. I think they both turned out pretty cute. I was pretty happy with those. My review on the book, if you're an advanced crocheter, you may find, I don't know how many of the patterns I'm going to make out of here, to be quite honest with you. I really wanted to do the little dragon that she had. And this next pattern I really like a lot that I tried, and it's the little pug. And I think these guys turned out really cute. I will definitely be making a few of these for my show, just because the folks seem to really like the wiener dog when I made him. And I think that one will be great. I also really wanted to, she's got a bear that I think is really cute. Sorry, I'm kind of looking through the book here. Oh, and this little giraffe pattern. A lot of these I probably will never make. There is a triceratops that I think is pretty cute that I might try. The whale is so close to the other whale pattern. The turtle, I may try to make her turtle. She's known for her turtles, and I've never tried to make her turtle. There's a little goldfish that I think is cute. There's a mouse, which I have not made any of the mice or possums or any of that. So I may try a few of those. There's a bee, of course. We all have made the bees. There's an ice cream cone. I really don't make very much food items, and there's one whole section dedicated to food. But overall, I like the book. Even if I only used 4 or 5 patterns out of here, it was worth the $20 because that's really what I would have paid on Etsy, just buying 4 or 5 patterns. And it just gives me some variety. And I got to support one of our fellow crocheters here on YouTube. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, as many of you guys know, the last time we talked, I was working on a knit sweater. And this is how far I've gotten, guys. It's pretty close. This little bottom part here has to be 13 inches. And I'm getting there. I mean, it is getting close to being done. I'm loving how it's turning out. I haven't worked on it a lot lately either, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm working on it still. It'll be ready to go for next season. So I wanted to share that with you just because I just don't crochet. I also knit. And if you're thinking about learning how to knit and expanding your horizons, or you want to make wearables, really when I knit, I make socks and I make sweaters. That's really the only 2 things. Occasionally I will make a scarf, but not a ton. I find that I don't really wear the scarves, so I don't want to spend my time and effort doing that. But I love learning a new skill, and I'm loving how my sweater's turning out. And that concludes all of the crochet and yarny goodness. So if you're only here for that, thank you for stopping by. If not, stay tuned. I've got a lot of fun 3D project things to show you. Okay, so you guys know I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon. If you remember, I showed you a little Jolteon that I had previously made. And I made Flareon, but his tail didn't quite finish, so I had to redo his tail. And look how good he turned out. I'm loving the Pokemon. And then I made Glaceon. And I had some problems with Glaceon. This little piece right here was hard for me to get in. And you can kind of see, let me sit this down. You can kind of see right here. This is because I have to print in separate pieces. And I had to glue his head on, but it didn't quite match up all the way. But I think she still looks really good. She's on there really good. So I love her. I think she turned out pretty good. I still have to do her nose, and her little foot here is kind of wobbly. I'll have to glue that better. But the noses are the worst part of these because they're so tiny and they're so hard for me to get a hold of and get them stuck in there. So I'm struggling with that a little bit, just a little bit. And I haven't tried Glaceon yet because I don't know. It's just a little much for me. Those, let's see. I'm looking down here to see what else. So then I kind of wanted to print a business card holder because I just have a plain black business card holder. And I thought this was really cool. It's really big. Look how big the back of it is. And this is one of the dual colors. So it looks green on the back and purple on the front. And so, I don't know. I think I'll put my business cards in it. I think I'll also put a price on it. If somebody wants to buy it, I will sell it to them at a show. Whatever, right? Then I made some dumpster fires. I made one of these for my desk. I was having kind of a rough week one week. And I felt like everything that I touched was a dumpster fire that week. So I made one of these to sit on my desk, and you stick your pens and pencils in here, and it's kind of a little, you know, it's just a little fun thing. So I made a couple of these, and it also has, what did I do with them? It also has just, if you don't want to make it a desk organizer, this little piece pops out. And I didn't glue it in. Oh, well, it does pop out. And you can, there's a lid that you can just put on it to shut it. And you can put thumbtacks or, I don't know, candy or whatever you want in it, right? Then, I think I want to do some glasses holders. And forgive me, I got my glasses stuck on this because the glare is so much with my glasses on. I always take them off. So I printed this guy. Look how cool he is. And this is a tri-colored filament, and you can see goes to blue and orange. Might have only been two colors. No, blue, orange, and green, I think is what it goes to. But I thought he was super cool. Very cool, very cool. And then along the same lines, I wanted to do one, and I wanted to try one that was a little more fun for kids. And so I did this little, oh, let's see if I can get mine on here. It's a balloon dog. You can set him by your bed and he can hold your glasses for you. Now, I wasn't super thrilled with how he turned out, and I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it, but it's kind of rough where the supports were. I have to buy myself some little files to file these down to try to make it smooth, because I don't like that. So, okay, hang on one second. Okay, so then I went on to do this little bearded dragon. I think he is super cool. I bought some tan because I wanted some tan just so I could do him and this next little guy. But I think he turned out pretty good. Pretty good. Now, remember, I only have the single color. I don't have the AMS to go with my printer. Hopefully, maybe if I do good on the next craft show, I will be able to get one. And then I made the snake. It's the year of the snake. And I made the snake. And this guy's little mouth opens. And he's got where you can do the glue the eyes in. So I may try that. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do quite yet with him. So I got him. Then I had been wanting to try, oh, let's go through a couple others here. I did this little unicorn. I thought he was really cute. There's a couple styles of him. There's also this style with the little short nose. So I did a couple unicorns just for, I don't know, just for laughs and giggles. I needed to try something new. Let's see here. I did this little giraffe guy. He's got the springy neck. I think he's really cute. Some little kid's gonna love him. I don't know if I showed these the last time. The infinity cubes. This one looks like, really it looks like a ball when you get it together. I love the infinity cubes. They're one of my favorite things to make. I've given several away to the girls at work, and they also are supporters of the infinity cubes because they're just fun. I printed a few more dragon eggs. I'll get to the dragons here in a little bit because, you know, there's going to be some dragons. And then I wanted to try this. Now, this is a cup holder, really. I had this sitting on it. So you take your glass. It's like a coaster. You take your glass and you set it on there, and then the legs come up. Sorry, my hand's not really level, but you set it on there and your cup, of course, is going to weigh more than this. So it's going to push it down, and it's a coaster. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I tried that. I did a few more Pikachus because Pikachus are always fun. And then I got into, I wanted to do a few Patreons. Oh, I'll show you these too. I did buy this little guy off of Etsy. He's the woolly mammoth. He does have a, now that I have the tan, I'm going to make him like a rock to stand on. It was part of the file. And then I also made one in this color because I thought it was cool. And I feel like I always have a lot of things for little girls, but not a ton of things for little boys. And sometimes I just am drawn more to the girly colors. That's really what it is. Some things could be for boys, but I love the girly colors. So that's what I'm drawn to. So that's what I tend to print. So anyways, I wanted to try some Patreons and get some of the exclusives that go with buying the Patreons. So I signed up for 3. Cinderwig, who has the dragons. She is the queen of the crystal dragon. And so, of course, I'm gonna make some of those. I also made this guy. He's like a green and black. I made this guy, and this is like with the color changing filament. It's like striped, and I thought it would look cool since I only have one color that I can do at a time. And these are the big guys. These are, I say they're big guys for me. Now, some people, she does have a file out there where you can make one that's like 6 feet long, which is taller than I am. But I have not done that one. I have not done that one. I believe here's like a little smaller one that I like to make for this size egg. This guy will fit in this size egg, and I think he's really cute. Here's a blue one. I wanted to try some new filament. This is Cookie Cad filament. It's okay. It was way more expensive than the other stuff. I don't know if it's that much better personally, but it's nice. And then I found this file on Maker World, and I wanted to try him. And he is just kind of another dragon. Snake, maybe? I don't know. He doesn't have any feet, so maybe he's a snake. And then I found this guy who is like a dragon skeleton. He's got wings. He's one of those two-tone filaments. But I think he turned out pretty cool looking. I like him a lot. And then let's get, and Cinderwig also had, one of her new files was this little hummingbird. So yeah, I printed a couple of him just because I like to have some smaller things for kids too. Then let's see here. I printed this little M&M guy. You can see where his M is. I need to get my paint pen out and paint the M on it so you can see him. But he's like a little desk buddy. He sits on your desk or your computer and just hangs out with you. I like those too. Those are cute for little people in their office just to sit around. Let's see, where do I go next? Let's go to the next person I wanted to try was leaf green. Oh, I'm gonna have to look. Hang on one second. Okay, so I joined a few Patreons, and the first one was Layers in Green, and this is really the one I wanted the most. She is an axolotl dragon. I love the face on this little girl. She's so sweet. That is the one I basically joined the Patreon for. I made 2 of her. I also made the short version of her. I haven't painted her eyes yet, so she doesn't look quite as sweet to me. Let's see here. Layers in Green also has some little dinosaurs. So I made 3 of these guys. She has the pterodactyls, which are cool. She has the little, this is a T-Rex. Let's see here. I thought I had another. Oh, here's the T-Rex. She has 2 T-Rexes. She has a spiky one and a non-spiky one. So I printed both of those. She has, this is her newest one. It's a Brontosaurus. I printed a couple of those. I printed, she has the dino eggs, and this is just a regular egg. Here, you can kind of see the spots on it. And the dinosaurs fit in there perfect. I made this one matchy-matchy. I'm going to make some that aren't so matchy-matchy and kind of make them like a mystery egg, I think. And here's the one that I painted, and my painting skills leave a little bit to be desired, so I wasn't as happy with that one, but it also has a little T-Rex in it. I'm going to try to make that egg a little bit smaller because I think they're a little bit big. Then I also found a different small egg on Maker's World, and this little guy is a dinosaur, and I scaled him down a little bit to fit into this egg, which I also think is very cute. She had these little kittens, which I think are adorable. I'll make some more of these in a different color, maybe a gray, or I don't know. They don't have to be the right colors, I don't feel like. She also had a fox that I thought was really cute. Unfortunately, since I only have the single color filament, hers looks much better because he has black and white on him like a true fox would, but I didn't have that, so that kind of stinks. Then I went on to print these little crocodiles, and these are just for Maker's World. And I printed this little axolotl, which I'm going to put some of these little cute girls in the eggs too. I think this is actually Layers in Green also. I think this is her tadpole maybe. And that will go into one of the little eggs too, I think. And then I made some little fidget starfish. And then the last Patreon that I did was Zoo 3D, and he is known for all of his little minis. So I'll start with this little girl because she's Layers in Green. It's our hedgehog. I just made her really little. to go, let's see if I can get her in there. And I'm just gonna print, he's got a bunch of different files for little minis. Here's another little Triceratops, a little Narwhal. Did I show you this one? The Pterodactyl. I've got a seal. I've got this little catfish, which I think he is really cute. Different. You don't see that one a lot, I don't think. I just got a big bag of them. Here's a little goldfish. Now what I've been doing, since these don't take very much filament, if I have just like a little bit left over, I've just been printing some of these little minis. I made this little astronaut guy. Now he is not Zoo 3D, he's somebody else. He's really supposed to be a keychain. I think I'm just gonna stick him in my minis. Let's see what else I got here. I have this little chameleon. And, oh, his tail is funny. He's cute. I gave some of him away at Halloween time. Let's see here. I've got a giraffe, which I think they turned out pretty cute. And he's got a lot more. I just haven't printed them all yet. These little potato bugs are not his, but I printed some of those. I printed some axolotls. I think I'm going to sell my minis for $2 each or 3 for $5 because they don't take very much filament. And it's a good way for me not to waste any. So, Spike is trying to get my goodies. Let's see here. Here's the big bag I have of them. I've just kind of been digging them out here. I have this little turtle, or not a turtle, a frog. I haven't done his eyes yet either. And then, guys, I found, you know I love the infinity cubes, and I found a file for these mini infinity cubes. And these things are addictive. You just kind of fidget. They're just fidget toys. And I love this one because it's small. It can go anywhere. It doesn't take up a lot of room. So, yeah, I think I'm going to include those in with my minis. I don't know. I might have shown this guy to you before. He's a skull. I'm not really a skull person, but I thought he was cool, and there are a lot of skull people out there. He's, again, that dual tone. You can see he's like, I think they call him like the 8-bit or something skeleton. He was on Maker's World also. And I think that is all of my makes, guys. I hope you enjoy this. I hope I don't bore you too much with my 3D printing stuff. I'm just having a lot of fun with it, so I want to share it with you guys. If anybody else has got a 3D printer out there and has some great files or know of something that would do really well, let me know. All right, that's all I got, guys. Have a great day.